Popularity. What is it made of? How does a person get to be popular with lots of people and have a few close friends too? Let's watch and see.
Hey, we're here. We're here, I promise. Oh no, we're lost. But we can be found. Oh gosh. Everything's falling apart. Hi, everybody. Hello to Billy, Eric Osamacher, Joe, and Ashley. Welcome. Welcome. I'm just getting things still set up here.
Cal was here, but he had to go to bed.
Oh, good night, Cal. Good night, sweet prince. Anyway, hey, how's everybody doing? There's those beautiful people. You guys are talking about yourselves, I see. I'm going to get these so we're not so washed out.
Ooh.
Bow, 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 bow. You can see Carrie so much better.
I know, she's great.
But welcome to OSP and Chill. This is the relaxed, us discussing the news and such. We also do a Q&A, so if you haven't submitted a question, Jack Shipley is texting me. If you haven't submitted a question, you can submit it in the chat, and we do have some on standby. So, do you want to talk about movies or TV first?
Whatever.
Well, do you want to address the Q&A real quick and get some of those knocked off? While we wait for some people to come in. All right, well, Mormo asked us, did Iron Fist kill the Netflix Marvel Universe?
No, I'm pretty sure that Disney streaming service is killing the Netflix Marvel Universe.
Iron Fist didn't help, though. Like, he sank Defenders pretty hard, and then after that, like, besides Daredevil, no one's really had a successful first season. Well, no, Luke Cage had 2 good seasons.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how much the popularity is weighing on this decision because Daredevil was the 4th most popular show and had the next season planned when they canceled the show.
Yeah, we should mention this was one of the TV things, and we'll talk about it more probably, but Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist have all been canceled on Netflix. So for those of you who don't know, look at that. They're doubling up in the chat. Ashley's separated into a different account. Oh, no, she was up there before. Never mind. I'm a liar.
They're asking if we've seen Marvelous Miss Maisel. We have not seen that yet.
Nope.
It's been busy.
Nope, nope, nope.
I'm gonna try when we get a chance.
Let's do one more. With Elseworlds event coming to the DC TV shows, which actress would you want to reprise their role as a superhero? So ever. That's from our good friend Bill, Philadelphia, PA. That's a good question. I mean, I would love to see Michael Keaton be an old Batman or old Bruce Wayne. Any ideas?
It could be villains.
It could be anybody.
You said it's DC, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, probably, I know it's lame to go in, like, the same movie, but Michelle Pfeiffer's still hot. I could see her do Catwoman again. That'd be badass.
I'm not against it. Second season of Iron Fist couldn't save Iron Fist. Let's see if I can make that bigger.
Ashley asked or she's saying that she needs to watch that movie that I recommended, Dumpling. Yeah, that's a really good movie.
I watched it last
on Netflix. Night. I would recommend it. I really thought that one was sweet and well written. And if you don't get choked up a little at certain points, you probably don't have a soul. Just throwing that out there. Right, Tom?
Yeah, I got choked up well. Let's get into movies.
Sure.
I don't have a lot, but we are gonna get into Golden Globes and stuff. But this is just recent movie news. So someone forgot to submit the solo soundtrack to be considered for the Oscars, so it's disqualified. So whoever's job that was, they don't have that job anymore. Amy Adams says she's pretty sure she's done playing Lois Lane.
Okay.
So, Ray Park won't be Snake Eyes in the G.I. Joe spinoff.
I never watched any of the G.I. Joe movies.
The second one was a lot better than the first one, and Ray Park as Snake Eyes was as good as you can expect. He's Ray Park. He was better than his Toad.
But not as good as his Darth Maul.
He talks about the same as Darth Maul.
Okay.
Well, no, he's Snake Eyes. He doesn't talk at all.
I don't know anything about G.I. Joe at all.
Avengers Endgame trailer.
Ashley didn't even know they were doing another G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah, I think it just got announced a few weeks ago or whatever, but Ray Park will not be returning. Endgame, dumb title.
You think it's a dumb title?
Disassembled. Avengers Disassembled. Why? Why? I mean, they're disassembled.
Tell us your alternate Avengers titles in the chat.
I saw a cool thing on Facebook, and people were like, I think you put on it, but like Avengers, what's the last song you listened to?
Yeah.
And mine was Square Hammer, so I was like, all right, that still fits. Yours was
yeah, Flight of the
Flight of
Conchord song, because the Flight of Conchord special is on HBO now. It's been there for a while, but nobody told me, so I just saw it recently this week, and it is excellent.
You're talking about the guy who played the apprentice in Force Unleashed? Yeah, but didn't they say also that the title wasn't said in the movie? And I think Endgame was definitely said in the movie.
Well, let's talk about that trailer. Did you like that trailer?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to know what's up. I guess my biggest questions are
Ant-Man.
How did Ant-Man get out? That's a big one. There was a face I didn't recognize on display that I got to look into more. So I don't know who that dude is. There was pictures up, and I think one of them was Parker, and there was another that wasn't Parker. I think no, it was Ant-Man. So you had Ant-Man's picture, and then there was another picture, and I didn't recognize that person. I think
Peter Parker was there.
I don't think that was him. I don't think that was him.
I think Tom needs to find his glasses. Yeah, more like when did Ant-Man get out? I don't care.
Oh, is Ant-Man a scroll?
No, don't say that to me. Don't say that to me. Ant-Man is big.
I guess it was Parker. I thought it wasn't.
And I'm hoping that he's, it's going to be nice to see him featured a little more in the ensemble group, because the last time he was in one of the group movies, it was really just for the one scene.
The airport scene, yeah.
So, yeah, he better not be a Skrull. I don't like that.
Oh, that's who it was. It was Shuri.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize her.
Shuri is definitely not Peter Parker. You're correct.
I didn't. Yeah. Anywho. Yeah. Did we love it? Did we hate it in the chat? I mean, they could be setting us up for Secret Invasion. They're teasing that in the Phoenix Saga movie. So, and the Russo brothers are like, that's one of the things. X-Men are definitely coming to the MCU. So, whether maybe Thanos snaps his finger again and more people show back up who weren't there before, I don't know. It was the same screen Parker was on. Okay. But yeah, I'm looking. I mean, I want to see what else they got for us. It was cool seeing Thanos growing some fruit. There's some Thanos fruit in one scene. Yeah. Video game news: Marvel Ultimate Alliance is called the Black Order, and it's exclusive for the Switch. So I won't be playing it unless Steve gets it.
What about Smash coming out?
I'm in my office's tournament bracket, and for those of you who know Kat, and for those of you who don't know Kat, let's see if my bot's working yet. She's my coworker.
Yeah, it does work.
She's my coworker and a good friend, and she's another content creator. So check her out. But
yeah, she's legit awesome. If you guys like watching people stream video games, she's really fun to watch. I'm usually almost always in the chat as well. She's just fun and she's really sweet, and we like her a lot.
But I have to fight her first.
Tom's gonna lose.
I'm gonna lose.
Team Cat.
It's a 3-stock match. You only
Team
have 3
Cat.
lives. What, babe? So, other news.
Persona 5 coming to Smash. Do you know Persona 5?
Well, I know Joe loves Persona 5. I have not played it, and I have not been able to watch most people play it because it's like a whole thing on YouTube. So, like, they don't let you stream it. Right, Joe? Right.
There's a delay. He'll answer in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, but I think I'm right about that. All right. Well, what did you think about the Captain Marvel trailer?
This was fun. I'm excited by this.
Yes. I thought one of the funniest comments I saw, and I don't know, I think I saw it on Twitter, but I can't give credit to the person who wrote it, where they're like, whoever said that they can't do a Dragon Ball Z movie needs to watch this trailer, and I'm like, yeah, perhaps there are energy beams going about.
I like the fan theory that that's how Nick Fury is going to lose his eyes.
With the cat.
The cat. I think that's funny.
Well, Brie Larson said that that's more of a Nick Fury origin story than anything else, besides her story.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm into that.
Yeah.
And
cool. They said yeah, by the way.
Yeah.
Ashley's excited for Captain Marvel. I'm hoping it hits some notes that Wonder Woman kind of missed.
For sure, and I just wish people would stop being like, why isn't she smiling? Because
she smiles in the first 5 seconds of the trailer.
But like on the posters and stuff, like literally, when have any of them ever been
only I think
on the fucking posters?
I think
like
they were
ever.
talking about it on Twitter, and I don't know if Joe posted it or Joe was reacting to it, but somebody put a picture of Loki smiling, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And Loki smiling, I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna get like the God of Mischief. No, he's there to have a good time. Everyone else is being serious.
Because it's serious shit.
Could you imagine if the Hulk was just like...
That's what I'm saying. Like, any of them. Maybe Tony.
I saw... Well, Peter Melnick was
early Tony.
Well, yeah, early Tony for sure. But Peter Melnick was like, she's fighting an intergalactic war. Who's smiling in war?
Exactly.
Like, it's
characters
all that
I could see smiling on the poster. Maybe Peter Parker.
Okay.
Maybe Ant-Man.
This
is early days, yeah.
Pre-Gamora Cliff scene, Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Technical Genius, hello, welcome.
Can you imagine?
Tom Zambino, welcome.
Drax smiling on a poster.
Yeah. Well, Drax, see, that's another one. I can imagine Drax.
See, now
smiling.
Later Drax
but
is
like
more likely.
Yeah.
He's the only one who's the later on.
But it's from the more comedic, like Ant-Man for sure. You know what I mean? But like, it's about the context of by the trailer. She's in a war zone. Like, by the way, I forgot
to say that about fucking Black Widow either, and it's because she's like in a whole ensemble. People aren't bothered, but when you try to have like this lady alone, people bitch.
That alerts for all the patrons in here. Thank you so much for what you do. And Technical, thanks for stopping by, and hope you have a great night. Yeah, I agree. Jason Momoa suggests Affleck and Cavill are out.
Okay, I have other things to talk about with Jason Momoa.
I'm gonna find him.
He was on Saturday Night Live, And I feel for this man because he seems like a really sweet guy. For the most part, he's done some things that I have not forgotten that were kind of shitty, like said some things and apologized for them. But he seems like a nice enough dude. He doesn't seem like the smartest dude in the world, but it is like his dream to have been on like the SNL cast. That's what he wanted to do before he got into acting, basically. And he just was not great on Saturday Night Live. They had a couple moments. We like the hide and seek one, if you guys saw it.
Again, that one's scripted and filmed, and so I'm sure they had multiple takes. And
it's like a really weird skit, but it was actually pretty funny.
I loved it.
Like, he was funny in it. And I had no objections to the Ghost of Christmas Extra or whatever, where he's like stripping. I'm okay with it. But for the most part, he just was not super funny. Even the, what was it, Khal Drogo's Ghost Dojo?
Yeah.
One could have been better.
Billy, I agree with you. Some skits are stronger than others, and like Bill Hader is not doing it anymore, right?
I don't know.
See, I like all the Bill Hader skits.
SNL definitely has its moments occasionally.
Dorks.
I don't think there are very many like sketch comedy shows in general that are funny throughout the entire episode. You just get some gems here and there, and they often do have at least one really funny skit every time. But it's not like the old days. I do think people romanticize old SNL a little bit, though.
It definitely goes through cycles. But, I mean, Kate McKinnon's always a joy to watch, right? That's her name.
Oh, I love her. She's great. Yeah, she says Hader's not on currently. Probably left to do Barry, which I would say is a solid choice because Barry's fucking so good.
Sandberg, Hader, Sudeikis and Forte were great too. But I mean, my era was Chris Farley, Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Mike
Myers.
Mike Myers was funny. Dana Carvey, like the old fucking. We grew up with all that shit. And yes, Barry is an excellent show if you guys haven't watched that.
Barry's
but
really good.
he wrote and directed and really was in that show a lot and excellent. I think it was better than anyone really expected it to be.
Let's hit another Q&A. Billy asks us, how was our Monday?
It's a Monday.
Yeah.
Next question.
Follow-up question, how do you feel about lasagna?
You know, I actually don't really like lasagna.
I do love lasagna. And I don't like red sauce, but it's like the ratio to other stuff makes it better.
Other than hero, what job would you want to have in a world where superheroes exist? I want to be J. Jonah Jameson demanding pictures of Spider-Man.
I want to make costumes. I want to draw jackets.
I want to draw jackets. Sandler, Farley, bad boys of SNL were the best.
Dude, so Adam Sandler had a recent special on Netflix, and some of it's kind of irritating, but he did a really heartfelt piece for Chris Farley, and if you haven't watched it, you should check it out if you are a Chris Farley fan.
I agree with Ashley. She says everyone always hates the current cast until a new cast comes around, then they get like old cast nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
That happens on a lot of things. Doctor Who.
Yeah.
American Horror Story.
Yeah. But
Billy says he blames the writing. Like I said, they always have at least some good stuff on there, and there's been some classic shit in the last few years of the show for sure. I think like David Pumpkins and like the Kylo Ren skit that they did. That's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen on SNL.
Yeah.
So
they have. I think it depends on just like the chemistry in the room, because even like Robert De Niro, he did that Molar opening bit for that SNL we just watched, and like he was misreading cue cards and stuff like that. So I'm sure like doing all that live stuff is very like if the guy doesn't have the cue card up at the right time, not saying
it's hard,
but you know
hard.
what I mean, like you're relying on everybody.
Live TV.
Yeah. But all right, I want to draw jackets. Let's see. Any other movie moves do I have? They're doing a Shang-Chi movie. For those of you who don't know, he's essentially Mystic Bruce Lee in superhero form. I kind of like that they're having an obscure choice, and especially since this year was a big year for Asian representation, it's kind of cool to keep the trend going. I don't want to make it a trend. You know what I mean? It should be the norm, but it's cool that they're getting focused on an Asian superhero.
Yeah, for sure. I just wish they would. I don't know. It's not the most interesting character.
No.
It's just kind of like.
No, he like in the books he's not that interesting. But hey, like I didn't relate to that character, so I'm sure there's people who did like him.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's cool. I'm still excited for Shazam. When's that coming out?
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey,
welcome
John.
to the chat.
Long time no see. Been a long time before I left you without a dope beat to step to. I'm doing a Timberland thing. Yeah, I'm on TV now.
Yeah, I'm on TV now.
After this, we'll have Eric Osemacher call in to do the Pokemon Go news, and then we'll start rotation as usual. TV. Doctor Who Season 12 won't be on until 2020. Some of these news, Kimber might not know, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's just, they always take long breaks on Doctor Who.
Yeah. Kind of norm. Oh. Gerard Way's Umbrella Academy is coming to Netflix this February.
That could be interesting.
For those of you who don't know, Gerard Way is the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, and he is also a comic book writer / artist.
He was also my imaginary boyfriend when I was in high school.
You like that dead guy?
Yeah, that's what my dad said about it.
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. We got a season 2 trailer. We got to see a very saucy Hilda.
Yes. As you guys know, I've been doing recaps for the show. Me and Candace both loved the show, and if you guys want to check out what we had to say about it, we do have a part 1 and part 2 for season 1. There is a Christmas special coming out. Did you have the date for that?
December 14th.
Yes, so very soon, and
4
we
days.
will be doing a recap for that as soon as our schedules align, and then of course we'll be back at it again for season 2, which isn't that far. This is really close.
Season 2 is April 5th.
Yeah, super soon. Like April's lit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Oh fuck.
And then Avengers.
Rather than take time than rush it.
Yeah, for sure. Probably talking about Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, sorry. Got a little bit of a lag. Sorry. MTV is bringing back Celebrity Deathmatch.
This could be fun.
Yeah.
Depending on what they do with it. It could be lame or it could be fun, but I would hope that
I remember
it's
it
on
being
the fun
fun.
side. Yeah.
I think it was an important part of my adolescence.
It's definitely like a different.
Have you tried rewatching it now that you're older? It's very interesting.
No, but it is a climate where people are more
Sensitive?
sensitive
Yeah.
about certain things. So we'll see how that goes for them. It can go either way, but I enjoyed the show when it was out. It's silly. It's like claymation.
Yeah, really.
You know, Mortal Kombat.
They would just have to check the hosts because they were the ones who were the most politically incorrect out of all of them. The celebrities usually were pretty accurate depictions of how the celebrities were. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could be fun.
I just feel like them actually like killing each other is where people might.
Everyone dies. Celebrity Deathmatch. Which one would I want to see?
I want to see Madonna versus Lady Gaga only because this lady, like Madonna, keeps starting shit with my girl. So
I would want to see Zach Baggins and the Ghost Adventures crew versus the Ghostbusters.
It's pretty funny.
Like Dan Aykroyd. All of them. It's my pick. All right. Tom DeLonge, Blink-182 and Angels and Airwaves fame, has a show about aliens and skateboarding coming to TBS.
Oh, poor Tom DeLonge.
I was so excited to tell you this. He got replaced by your boy.
He did. He got replaced by. He was kicked out of Blink-182, presumably, and
he went crazy.
He was replaced randomly by Matt Skiba, who is the singer and guitar player of the Alkaline Trio, who are one of my favorite bands, but they're definitely like a little less mainstream than Blink-182. So for me, it was like a very surprise choice.
Well, when Blink-182 originally split, we only had Angels and Airwaves and Plus 44.
Mhm.
And I thought Angels and Airwaves was better than Plus 44, but Blink will always surpass.
For sure. It's just so weird for me to hear, like, he's such an identifiable voice for me. Matt Skiba,
Well,
hear him singing Blink.
I thought you meant Tom DeLonge. I'm like, well, yeah, he always talks like this.
No, Matt.
Feels so...
Jonathan Peck wants all the 4 Chris's to fight each other. Pratt, Pine, Hemsworth, Evans. It's pretty good.
That'd be good. Who was the best Chris this Christmas? All right, well, and we talked about Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist being canceled. There's rumor, though, that Luke Cage might become a regular on Jessica Jones Season 3. We'll see. So that's all the news I have. I'm sure there's more, and we'll talk about the Golden Globes after we do our Pokemon Go news. And I will put a link for Eric in the chat. I just want to make sure.
We were also in St. Augustine last weekend.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Let me tell you, St. Augustine, Florida is a beautiful place.
Especially in December. They have the lights up on all these old-ass buildings.
We stayed, like, really close, like, a quarter mile away from the Ripley's Believe It or Not building that they used to actually, like, film the Dean Cain Ripley's Believe It or Not show in. We were, like, right next to that. We walked by it, like, 50 times.
Mm-hmm.
We decided Dean Cain is probably an exhibit there. Now
Believe it or not.
I choose to not. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, for those of you who don't know, this is Eric Bunker himself of oh no, what's the channel called?
It's just my name. It's like I used to have a channel name and then I just changed it to my regular name because I'm like I hadn't made videos in forever, and then I started making videos again almost immediately.
Eric, you're ruining your introduction.
Yes, hi.
And also of Game Fixer's channel fame.
Yeah.
As well as Down Pilot Podcast here.
Yeah, Down Pilot Podcast. It is the Halloween episode. It's going to be up by Christmas.
That's your Christmas present, everybody. The Halloween.
I promise I'll get it done before Christmas.
Yeah, no. Eric's doing me a huge favor because I've been having problems with my editing software. So Eric has offered to edit the Down Pilot Podcast, but it's a busy season for everybody. So
yes, it is a very sleep heavy season for me right now.
And Eric's got to perfect his flair and visualization style.
Yeah, I got a lot of things I want to add to it. So it's like I got very specific things on very specific things that you specifically say that I'm adding in, and I'm not telling you what it is. So I'm pretty sure you don't. I'm pretty sure you don't remember what you said. So
see, these are things I usually edit out, Eric. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah.
So what do we got for Pokemon news?
So we got very big Pokemon news because PvP is almost here.
Finally.
There's like this huge rework of a battle system that they're implementing. It's like supposedly it's like well first things first, we're going to be able to get a second charge move. You'll be able to have like a super powered charge move, and it's like you also get like shields instead of dodging, and there's like 3 different leagues based on the CP. You get one that's capped off at 1500 CP, one that's capped off of 2500 CP, and one with no cap. I'm assuming that the 15 and 25 will be usually where people stay because the no cap's just going to be the same like 3 Pokemon every time.
Well, I also I heard about all this, and it definitely seems like they're trying to make it more than just a tapping contest. Like they are trying to put some sort of strategy within the game.
Yeah, it's going to be less about how fast you can tap and more of how strategically fast you can tap.
That's better.
Yeah, that is technically better. Yeah, it's like we're getting a whole bunch of ideas coming through. It's like one idea that I did have is like we were gonna go down to I live on Long Island, so there's beaches everywhere. Gonna get down onto like a dock and get like a whole bunch of us together to form like a nugget bridge and have a box of McNuggets at the end. Oh, and just have people try to run the gambit.
Like when you say nuggets, you mean chicken?
Chicken McNuggets. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. We're on the same page.
Yes. Yeah. There's this whole thing. By doing PvP battles, you'll be able to unlock evolutionary items, which is probably the most streamlined ways you'll be able to get the Sinnoh Stone, which is what allows you to get like half of the new evolutions from this generation. Because there's like over 20.
Word.
And
Jack Shipley still texting me.
does he know that we're live?
I'm telling him right now.
and also, as I just learned in the new APK version that has just been pushed out, they have more information about like the PvP, and we're actually going to be getting like attack buffs and debuffs as well, including like moves like Power Up Punch, which is an attack that will then raise your attack.
Right. Yeah. See, that's another thing is like the fighting, like I can't really complain because these are often moves I end up deleting, but like Tail Whip and like String Shot, you know what I mean? Just like there's no status effect strategy anymore in the game. So if they could figure out a way to include both.
Yeah. Like I said, they've got code for new like attack buffs and debuffs. Still no actual status stuff. So we don't know if they're ever going to implement like paralysis and poison, but they may introduce raising attack and defense pretty soon.
Interesting. Now, here's the big question. Pokemon centers.
Probably not. Unfortunately.
Do you think that you'll be like your Pokemon heal when you're done fighting in PvP, or are you going to have to use your potions or revives, and are they going to push more?
I'm going to say they're probably you're going to have to use potions and revives.
Weird.
But then again, in the main series, when you go up against another trainer, like an actual player, you don't have to, but there's no like trainers in the wild in this game. So other than you can actually fight all three team bosses, and that'll get you rewards every day. So that's actually something you can do just sitting at home.
Because I want to get a hat that has like a like.
Oh yeah. Plenty of people are like, I want to find a way to do that.
So I might do that and just stand in a park in Austin and try to record it and see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But other than that, yeah. So Smash came out.
Oh yeah,
Pokemon related news.
Yes, Steve, my buddy Steve messaged me yesterday, and he's like, "I unlocked Pokemon Trainer." I'm like, "Good for you, buddy." But I don't know if you've seen, but I'm doing Let's Go with him, and it's his first Pokemon game.
Yeah. I saw that you were doing that, but you stream like as soon as I go to work. So,
well, watch it. Watch
I do gotta watch it
later.
I'll probably start throwing it on while I'm playing Smash.
I'll tell you what, like I really wish my editor worked better because I want to do like highlights from the streams and stuff, but like can't handle that much at the same time. It makes me sad. I got to figure out what's up with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, is there any other pop culture related news that we missed?
Let's see. What have you? If you even missed anything?
Any new cats in your life?
Well, not particularly. I mean, elsewhere to talk more about the CW crossover that's going on right now. Elsewhere, world is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm looking for reviews and stuff and trying to get the blog back up the mountain. So if you want to do a piece on the crossover event, that'd be awesome. You don't have to, but I was thinking about doing it. But you're actually watching it, and I'm not. So.
Yeah, I watch all 3 shows. Well, I watch all 5 shows, but the 3 that are involved in the crossover right now. I watch
5. Oh yeah, Black Lightning.
Yeah, you keep refusing to give Black Lightning a chance, and I'm telling you, it's great.
Yeah, I don't know. I just caught up on. I'm not caught up because I haven't watched any of this season yet. But I just caught up on last season of The Flash, and it's better. It was much better without speedsters, but it got really corny with the "I'm getting dumb" plot.
Yeah, I was not a fan of Dumb Harry.
I'm getting dumb indeed. Indeed.
But I gotta catch up on Arrow.
That's what I'm saying.
That's But I watched the Flash part of the last year's crossover. It's pretty good.
Oh, hi, Jack.
I would recommend, because I'm pretty sure that the CW app just has last year's crossover just on its own, because the way the CW app works is that it's got like the last, like, I want to say 5 or 6 episodes on there for free. And
Right.
It's like you could just watch them at any time until the new one comes out and it pushes it out. But I think last year's crossover is just like a permanent thing, and it's just on its own thing. Is you could just go watch Crisis on Earth X. It's worth the watch just to watch all 4 of them together, because it is just one. It is the only crossover that has just been one continuous plot and not really just like 3 separate episodes.
Yeah, and I noticed when I watched the Flash one that they did a really good job of not like over explaining everything. They're just like, hey, different world, go.
Yeah.
So like, because I could see each series being bogged down by trying to catch up people not watching other things, but it doesn't seem like CW is too concerned.
And like they have, ironically, they have all the big major like character stuff happen on the episode of Legends, so which is the last episode of the crossover, which makes sense. There's some huge things that happen. You got to watch the rest of it. It is. I still hold by the fact that it was the best superhero movie of last year.
Yeah, well, I actually wanted to talk to you about doing it for Down Pile Podcast, a special about the different cross, because like they're like their own thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was thinking we could rank them.
Yeah,
because that first Flash Arrow crossover event, it's compared to like what they did with Infinite Crisis on Earth X, like it's minuscule, but that was a big deal.
I mean, they got a great reference to that first crossover in the latest one, though. So
great.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll talk about that if we do that episode. But yeah, other than that, Young Justice season 3 is coming out early next year, so expect Just Whelm to make finally make its return.
Oh, I'm excited, and I heard they're fighting aliens.
Yeah, they fought aliens all the time, but yeah.
Yeah, they do. To be fair, they do always fight aliens.
JB3 in the chat, welcome.
How's it going, JB3? All right, well, thank you so much.
Wait, I thought of you, Eric, the other day because I was watching the Flight of the Conchords new special, and Brett made a joke about how when he was backstage, he was whelmed. You made me instantly think of you.
Nice. All right. Nice.
All right, well, we will see you soon. Spanish dude in the chat, too.
All right.
Here we go.
See you guys in the chat. Bye.
Later, buddy.
Yeah, definitely check out his content. He'll be in the chat. You can follow it straight there. And he's also I'm his co-host on Down Pilot Podcast. And for those of you who don't know my buddy Rigo in the chat, Spanish dude, check out his content. He's got some good stuff. Let's look at another Q&A question. JB3 in Spanish, I don't know if you saw our tweet for the Q&A, but if you have a question, a vague or very specific question, you may ask. I cannot guarantee an answer. Eric, last question of the night. He asks us who our Smash Ultimate main is. Well, I will tell you that usually my main is Kirby. But I played Inkling when I was fighting Steve, and I really like Inkling.
And I'm going to tell you that I suck at Smash, but they have the villager from Animal Crossing on there, and that's my shit, so I would probably play it.
I found out a thing today, because you know King Dedede? He throws his crown, but the villager, he can pocket it, and it doesn't return to him.
Nice.
And It's fine. JB3, maybe not. Probably not. Cat's gonna. I have to fight Cat first in my office bracket for Smash.
She's gonna win.
She's gonna win.
Team Cat.
All right. Joe and Ashley, are you ready to come in? Who am I sending this to? I'm gonna send it to Ashley and see what happens.
But you never. Oh.
I know. I'm a rebel.
No, now he's not doing it.
Oh, I got Team Tom. Because Kimber's Team Cat.
I'm definitely gonna tell Cat. Just kidding. But I'm gonna.
Please don't.
I'm telling Cat.
Don't. I think the female Joe. Ash, see? Because I assume Ashley is the female Joe. I don't know what we're doing here. I'm just gonna send it and see what happens. Like a message in a bottle.
You guys missed during our heavy rain stream, Tom singing All the Small Things
Yeah, someone
in its
paid me to do it.
entirety.
And we got a copyright claim for it, but I don't care. And it was a karaoke company claiming the karaoke track. I didn't know you could do that, but whatever.
Team Rico.
Team Rico. To Joe. To Joe! See, I failed. I thought they were playing Sonic, Lucario, Roy, and Mega Man. I also like Young Link.
Hey!
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, guys. How you guys doing?
Tired.
It's been a day.
Yeah.
And it's already Monday.
Yeah, right.
But you know, it's OSP, so that's always a good thing to look forward to on a Monday.
Of course. And we're always glad to see you guys. I think Tom's going to try to turn y'all up a little. There you go.
That might help too. I'm not covering the mic anymore.
That's
nice.
better.
You guys sound great now.
You look great.
So
too.
what news did you want to talk about?
I think they just want to see us.
Finals week.
Yay. So yeah, Mrs. Maisel season 2 dropped, so I won't spoil anything, but really enjoyable. The season was 2 episodes longer than the first season, and kind of taking up where the last season kind of left off, and getting to explore like different characters. And
I got to hear Tony Shalhoub drop 2 F-bombs.
So yeah, Joe's really happy about that. So
Zachary Levi, however his last name
Shazam.
is.
He's in it.
He's
okay.
Trying to remember some other notable
I
stuff.
can't remember any notable like guest stars or anything.
Can't
but
either.
Lots of old favorites from the first season, of course, make their return, and it's just a delightful little show.
Yeah, you guys know I loved the first season of that show. I just have to finish The Good Place because we're a few weeks behind on that before I can do anything else, and then that's right next on the list because, like you guys, The Good Place is my shit, and I'm not caught up.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and it gets even more fantastic.
Yeah,
I can't say much about it other than Stephen Merchant's in one of the newer episodes.
Yeah, I have Facebook, so I've already had stuff like that spoiled for me, and people have been saying that it was really good, and I believe it because that show's consistently really good. So I'm glad they got renewed for another season, and I'm excited to see what they do with it because every time you feel like where are they going to go from here, they bring it somewhere amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That's what we always talk about. Me and my coworkers like that show. Where will they go? What will they do next? How are they going to solve this problem?
Yep.
Do you have days as a teacher where you feel like you're having that chili moment that from Cheaty?
Of course.
My little chili babies.
Apparently, you can actually get the recipe for that online now.
Yeah, I've seen people like BuzzFeed or whatever, like doing like, oh, I made the Cheaty chili. Here's my review.
Man.
It doesn't sound good. It does not sound good.
No.
Yeah, we'd never get that.
Like the chocolate sounds fine, but Peeps.
I'm not a big fan of Peeps when they're not in chili. And why would you do that to chili?
Right.
His shirt, though.
What was the other thing? There was something else. Oh, put 99 or advertising, whatever you want to call it.
Nice. Yeah, I don't watch that show, but I know a lot of people who really love that show, and I've seen like some clips of it and stuff on Facebook, and they're funny. There's so much on TV that's good right now. It's really hard to keep up with everything. You have to be kind of selective.
Yep.
What you doing, Tom? You breaking the show?
There's an echo.
Oh, there's an echo.
There is an echo.
I can't hear them.
Well, now. Wow, that's weird. Because the echo's still there.
Give me a second, because I cannot hear you. He turned you guys down to get rid of the echo, and I can't hear anything you're saying. You have headphones?
Do we?
Now we get to play Try to Find the Headphones when we have two cats who are both jerks.
It was funny when we were muted. The echo didn't go away.
When you guys were muted, the echo didn't go away.
Yeah.
Maybe he muted himself.
It's because the mic's picking up the speaker.
Okay.
But I can't play it. It's not crazy bad. It's just a little speaker boxy. Continue.
Well, I can't hear him anymore.
No, I turned it up.
Okay.
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
We still have an echo, though.
Yeah, because the echo our thing is picking up your guys' thing through our computer.
That makes sense.
We need the headphones, unfortunately, and we do not know where they are.
That's fair.
Sorry, guys. And then I'm awkwardly sitting here like...
It's cool. We know we can relate.
Yeah.
I feel like anyone who does live shows feels that. Sorry, I'm reading the chat at the same time. Spanish dude, what should the questions be about? Literally anything. And if you type them into the chat, we will respond. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys with the technical difficulties. Do you remember what we were talking about?
9-9.
So I just want to say I'm excited about it in general.
Yeah, because it's moving network.
Yeah.
It's moving network.
Yeah.
Because it got canceled on Fox and they're going to NBC.
That could be good, though, for them. At least they got picked up by somebody. That's a feat within itself.
Yeah, I want to say there was like a big campaign online or something where the fans had suggested.
Like Amazon at first, and then NBC volunteered, and everyone's like, cool.
Yeah, Eric knows about it. He follows Brooklyn Nine-Nine a lot. That was why we did the Lonely Island
Oh, nice.
episode.
Awesome town.
Look for these headphones still. Maybe that's what Spanish's question for the Q&A was that question.
I had a question for Tom.
Oh.
Are you going to have the free time to play some Fallout with me soon, buddy?
Yeah, when? When you
I'm pretty much free any afternoon after Wednesday until like middle next year.
Until like middle next year.
He means next month.
Yeah, middle next January. I'm sorry. It's a day.
We're on school time, so we know what we meant.
To the end of this year, that would work. Yeah, just I'll figure out. I gotta make sure Kimber has a ride to and from work. So
naturally,
the important things.
Yeah, if I want to have a home to live in, I have to make sure my future wife gets there.
Fair.
Totally understandable.
Yeah. Do you have anything else?
I'm trying to I'm so behind on like all my media consumption because, teaching and grading, the never-ending story of the teacher is always grading everything.
There's a bunch of teacher news on NPR today.
Uh-oh. What happened now?
Was it about the loan forgiveness?
Yeah, exactly. The grant forgiveness.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a student loan anymore. I paid mine off like a chump.
It was like it was about a federal grant program.
It's a specific grant. You have to agree to work in like low
income
schools for like 4 years, and like the paperwork was a bunch of. I'm glad you didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, like my school. Yeah, people that work at our school could qualify for the old grant. I don't know what the new one was because there was like they've had the loan forgiveness program for a while, but like I didn't really owe that much on my loan by the time I was like qualified. So I was like, I'm just gonna pay this off. I was pretty fortunate.
Talk here on Odd Shape Channel.
You know, the exciting stuff. It's actually pretty exciting sometimes being a teacher.
For sure, yeah.
Oh, I bet.
What? Don't lie, Joe. Like, we're reading A Raisin in the Sun right now, and it's really fun. So I love that play.
And we miss you guys. Come visit us.
We will soon.
The plan is to, once we're both out for the semester, we at least make a day trip.
Yes.
So my friend Steve was messing with us the other day because he hasn't seen the movie Purple Rain, but he was like, "That's the one with Whoopi Goldberg, right?"
Oh no!
And Kimber got so upset for a second.
Oh no! No. Just imagining the student essay now. Yeah, and the color purple when Prince
Oh my God.
like gotten mad with his dad or something. It's like, oh no, honey, because you do read
Just
essays
about
like that.
where's the rent check?
You do read interesting mix-ups of either pop culture, literature, or history. Like I had a student once get Mandela and Martin Luther King mixed up, like where they were from.
Wow.
It's like, right information, wrong name, switch these two, your essay's good. Because other than that, like, it was a really well-written essay, but those two huge factual errors.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, when Martin Luther King was in jail in South Africa. Like, no. I don't know how that happened.
How'd they get him?
A Spanish dude in the chat is asking me, being a tattoo artist, have I ever covered up a horrible tattoo? Yes. I've covered up lots of strange things. I've had people who get like their significant other's name tattooed on them and then come back like 2 days later while it's still healing, trying to cover it up. And I'm like, your tattoo has to heal first before I can help you. But
oh no.
Yeah.
Aw.
You think the tattoo's what did it?
They do say in the business that it is bad luck to get your significant other's name tattooed on you.
I always heard that you get it in red ink because it's easiest to cover up. Is that true?
I mean, different variations of that line of thinking. I think that
you heard it first.
I think it's better to get something that is symbolic of the person that you're trying to represent as opposed to like their name. You know, get something like me and Tom have matching D20 tattoos, you know, as a couple, and instead of like we don't just have like Tom and Kim plastered all over each other. So
it's just so basic. And not like the good kind of basic like pumpkin spice or Ugg boots.
Yeah. And I think that people should spend more time picking something that's a little more customized to who they are as a couple, because I get so many of like the king and queen tattoos and like the same couple tattoos over and over and over. And while of course anyone should get whatever tattoo they want, it just feels like it's not super like specific to who some couples are.
Mm-hmm. Like if they get like a puzzle piece or something.
I'm still thinking like that unicorn.
Yeah, you should totes get unicorns. That'd be super cute.
Yeah. No, I want to have like one of those like horse Halloween costumes with a unicorn, and I'll have the butt end.
Nice.
You're giving Kimber too much hope, Joe.
You're each getting half of it, you're saying?
Yep, I'll have the back half, and she can have the front half of the unicorn.
I'm not saying that if one were to get the back of a unicorn tattooed on them, that their butt cheek would be the funniest place to get that tattoo, but it would be.
It would. It totally would.
Joe, if you get that Autobot tattoo, I'll get a Decepticon.
See, that kind of makes me sad, Tom.
Friendship tattoo.
Why?
Well, because like I don't want to be enemies.
I'm like Dinobot from Beast Wars, like.
Or what about was it Skyfire? Jetfire from G1, because he was originally Starscream's best friend, and then he's like, nah, I'm being Autobot because they're heroes.
I like
Well,
that
he
car
just
they
was
used
probably-
to have that had the Decepticon sticker, and then it got messed up.
He got sick of hearing Starscream talk.
Yeah.
It's probable. It's probable.
So
Also, fun fact: in the comics, Megatron right now is an Autobot.
ooh.
Are they Magnetoing him?
Well, in the IDW comics, they kind of made Megatron like a revolutionary leader that kind of got in over his head and fought too long, so he kind of just more became the warrior they called him, and as opposed to like the idea having the ideals he aspired to initially.
Nice. Rigo in the chat says, is he allowed to be one of my bridesmaids because he thinks he looks super sexy in a dress? Two things that are funny. Ashley is one of my bridesmaids. And Joe is on Tom's side of the wedding party.
Legion of Groom.
And I do have a bridesman, which is a male person in my bridal party.
Joshy
so
Poo.
Joshy Poo has that covered. But I'm sure that you would look very cute in a dress. And you should just wear a dress for fun. You don't got to be a bridesmaid to wear a dress, man.
The return of a Snap Click Dude.
Right? And I've heard, Joe's the perfect person to bring this up, but that Bumblebee movie that's coming out, did you see the trailer for that? Because a lot of people are saying it's the only good Transformers movie.
I mean, the animated one from the 80s is probably still far superior. But no, I have also heard this from a few people who I follow online that are massive Transformers fans, whose opinions I trust on this kind of stuff. I also see a lot of people horny for Bumblebee. And I'm like, what is it with 2018 and people wanting to sleep with robots? Because first it was Lost in Space, and now it's Bumblebee.
But not only robots, because
Shape of Water open doors.
Yeah, Shape of
Open
Water.
the floodgates.
I literally have friends who are like searching online for like body pillows of the Fishman
and parts.
Like I send them sexy artwork I find of the Fishman, like with ladies.
It's like 2017 was like monsters, and 2018 is robots.
There's like a scene about that in
Monsters is coming back though. Godzilla.
In that show Maniac. I don't know if anyone watches that, but there is.
I haven't seen that.
It's pretty good so far. I saw some of it. But
there's a question for me.
Before we take the question, maybe?
I don't know. Is there anything else or is it over?
I can't think of any other pop culture-ish things.
I've noticed a strange occurrence of a whole bunch of To Kill a Mockingbird references this year.
Yeah, that's really weird. In The Simpsons, there was like a whole episode dedicated to it.
Bob's Burgers had an opener.
And then in Maisel, there was like a little reference.
There was a cold open. That was like the movie shot for shot.
Nice, that's cool. That's just for you guys.
It just seemed weird.
So weird.
Well, now it's the perfect time for students to learn.
It's fair.
Yeah, it's because we just finished reading it like a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
Or it's confirmation that the simulation is real.
And it's all starting to bleed together. Code's becoming corrupted.
True story.
The Matrix.
Well,
oh my god, that
guys.
should be the next encrypted.
It's always wonderful to see you, and we hope to see you guys in person soon. That would be really fun. So definitely let us know.
Torchies.
Oh, and I'm making your soap. So.
Sure, I see it.
But you want to let everyone know where they can find you guys and what you guys got going on?
Where can we find you?
Sure. You can find me on Twitter where I'm at The Spice Miss Show.
And I'm at _Mrs. Davis.
And you can find us together at Geek to My Nerd with underscores between each word.
And that's also our YouTube channel name, Geek to My Nerd. And then later this month, we're going to be reviewing Coldest City / Atomic Blonde, the graphic novel and the movie. So if you've read that or just interested to know like what's different between the two of them, tune into that. We're going to do a poll to see if people want to see it live or if we're going to pre-record it. So
awesome, very cool.
End of the month.
And everybody definitely go check them out. They have a lot of great content all over the board, from streaming to books and movies and everything. So definitely check them out. There's something for everyone, kind of like our channel, variety of pop culture and nerdy stuff.
In fact, I'm going to throw their stuff into the chat.
Yeah, well,
that's just like your opinion, man.
All right, and we will see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Joe and Ashley.
Yeah, what the hell?
And
Thanks.
I'm saying goodbye to everyone. Up next, we have our good friend Billy and Geek to My Nerd, our patron producers, as well as Billy Pollihan. And I can say the same about Mormozine in the chat.
Spanish wanted to know what your thought on the gaming awards
Oh,
are.
right. Okay. So, here you go. Don't really care. And
He says this with love.
yeah, it's very rare that I'm up to date with all the games. This is like the first year in a long time that I've actually played like same year releases. So I don't know how much I can weigh in on that, and I don't know. Maybe if I was playing more, I would have more
Input.
to say about it. But I don't know. I got other things to do. And then Jonathan Peck mentioned something about L3. I don't know what that is.
From Solo.
Oh, okay. Well, Care Bear's asking if I'm Taylor Swift. No, I'm not. Hey, Billy, how's it going?
Hey guys, it's been a while.
For sure.
It's been a long time.
Oh my
I
gosh.
shouldn't have left you.
Yes.
Not a dope beat.
You
to
got
step
him
to.
going again.
So, how's it going, buddy? You got any news that we missed?
I don't know about missed, but well, actually maybe two things. Did we talk about the Lion King trailer?
No.
Yeah. I find it completely unnecessary.
I agree.
It looks great. This is weird. I can hear myself. But
Man, we can't kick this echo.
Why?
pigs in space. It's all cool.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Time
Speak as if I'm not here.
Because he's super awesome. And so is Kimber.
We also have our annual Christmas cards coming out for the patrons and the OG OS peeps who have been on the mailing list forever. So
That's true.
they're extra fun this year. Hope you guys like them.
I can't wait.
They're holiday cards. They're not Christmas cards because we do have people of different faiths in the group. So I don't want to generalize and just say Christmas. They say Happy Holidays.
Get that PC. No, I'm kidding. I'm all about it.
You say PC, I say inclusive. You don't want to leave anybody out.
Yeah, no, I'm down. Have you seen our channel trailer?
We were at a Hanukkah concert yesterday.
We were.
Awesome.
So, Billy, still excited about Shazam?
Yeah. You know it.
I just want to see it so bad.
Dude, April's going to be the greatest month ever.
When's it come out?
April.
April, jeez.
April is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I got another big reason why April is going to be awesome, but that would just be insulting to people that are not going to be able to go.
Yeah.
We're going to Alamo for that one.
Joe says PC. He's a console guy.
Either we'll have to go to Ashley and Joe, or they'll have to come to us for Shazam. We got a group.
Oh yeah, we will
So
definitely
fun.
group. I think we should see Captain Marvel together so we could do a follow up to our Wonder Woman
That
review.
too. They're not
You
that
know-
far. We can figure it out.
We could.
Hey,
Digital
Joe.
and Dice. Hello, welcome.
Oh, nice. You know what? Both Captain Marvels? That sounds fair.
There you go. There's the link. What is in a name? Good marketing. We miss you guys too. How have you been? I see that you guys are always up to something.
So yeah. I also, aside from Avengers 4, which that was perfect, another trailer came out that day that looked awful. And that is the live-action Kim Possible remake.
Oh yeah, I heard that people were hating on it.
Dude,
I want to get back to this, but we should return to the Disney property we were talking about real quick.
Okay.
That Lion King movie. I heard Be Prepared's not going to be in it.
It's not.
There's no point of the movie then, because that's the villain song.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do there. I mean, you got literally all the other songs except for Be Prepared.
And an extra song for Beyonce.
Of course. I don't know, man. I'm very conflicted whether I want to see it because
I feel like
is my favorite Disney movie. But I was so mad at the Beauty and the Beast remake and like why? And I have no doubt Aladdin is going to be terrible.
Yeah, that's the one I'm really dreading because Aladdin's my favorite movie, but Lion King is like a close second. It's just like I feel like they would make so much more money and save money because they're not doing production and stuff if they just re-release the movies in theaters. Like I would pay money right now to see The Lion King in an Alamo Draft House where I can eat some wildebeest rib and you know what I mean, like. It's perfect.
They have released them twice. So I guess that's just how they're going to squeeze more cash out of you. They're just like, okay, let's just make a new movie.
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
Not really. Yeah.
I don't know. Digital and Dice says they like the Beauty and the Beast remake.
You know what? That's cool. I have no problem with people that like it. It's just I didn't like it. And that's rare because I like everything.
I won't say that's true or not true.
It's a pretty true statement.
Yeah, we're talking about live action Disney movies.
Okay. So The Lion King, right? As unnecessary as it may be, that by far looks like the best one of the newer trailers coming out.
I don't know. That Dumbo one looks interesting.
It could be if he goes big fish with it, because it's Burton and he can mess it up. But he needs to stay in the big fish lane and not so much the, hey, Digital and Dice, and not so much the Alice in Wonderland lane with his prior Disney work. But if he decides to, pull back the reins a little, and because even Big Eyes was kind of in the direction that I think he needs to go with this Dumbo thing. He needs to be that way and not ruin his own movies. Like he destroys himself, unfortunately, and it sucks
he buys
because
his own hype.
I'm such a big fan of his early work, and I really want Burton to be good again. But he makes a mess of himself. He trips on his own legacy, and it's a shame.
Digital Dice says Dumbo looks terrifyingly delightful.
Yeah, Dumbo is kind of terrifying.
Hi, just popping in real quick 1 second. I forgot to bring up the new Sonic teaser looks terrible. Bye.
Legendary.
I love Mary.
Legendary.
I was like, what is this going on?
But Dumbo, I think they're trying to fix Dumbo because Dumbo has some very problematic things that are due to age. So I think they're trying to fix Dumbo and make it something that this generation can enjoy.
Up next, Briar Rabbit.
Yeah, exactly. But it could be good if they don't fuck it up.
Ironically, the elephant in the room is not an elephant.
Yes, it's crows, and they need to.
And they need to stop. Oh no! Did they crash? Did you guys crash? Because all I see is the logo. Well, hi everybody. I know you didn't expect to see my face, but here I am. And I can't see
can't see anybody on the chat because I am on my phone. What happened?
Hi, I'm back. So yeah, I'm gonna also try to keep people occupied here. Hey, how's it going? So yeah, I'm just gonna try to fill some. I'm gonna try to fill some time. I'm gonna talk about that Sonic teaser because first of all, this is a it looks awful, and like we just got like 3 seconds of him poorly lit in motion. I forgot to plug. Did I plug this in? Yeah, I did. All right, so it's poorly lit in motion. They added unnecessary fur textures, which they added new fur textures for Detective Pikachu, and that looked all right and looked okay, looks fine. But when they did it for Sonic, it's like, why though? And also, why are his arms blue? That's Boom Sonic. Boom Sonic's arms blue. Regular Sonic's arms are tan. So that means that this is Boom Sonic. Therefore, it's so bad. It's so bad. The trolled fan art that's been created for the teaser is spot on. Yes, it is spot on. It's just it's I wanted this movie to be all right, and it's not given me much to work with. So yeah. The rest of the and then like I can't talk through them restarting their computer just talking about the Sonic trailer. So I go back to Smash, which I was literally playing seconds ago when their computer died, and I'm like, oh, I gotta save this. Yeah. So Smash is fun. It's a lot. I've been playing World of Light, which is their new quote unquote story mode, which is more so a linear progression of an events mode than like Subspace was in Brawl, which is fine. I mean, I enjoyed Subspace a lot for what it was. It was like a nice, well told. It was a cohesive story with its own unique like minions. I feel it's like the one thing that the Smash Brothers ripoff Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion XL did better was its quote unquote Subspace actually used enemies from the show, where Subspace only sometimes used enemies from the games, which is something that I wish Subspace had done, because they'd done it in adventure mode for that. Eggman or Robotnik is what I see from Tom. I will admit I am Team Eggman over Robotnik. Mostly because I started on the Adventure series, which is when Eggman was essentially introduced into the American audience. But since before then it was Robotnik, and now it is now it is both Robotnik and Eggman. So yeah.
It's kind of like Prince and the artist formerly known as Prince. And by the way, I am still here. My dad just came in to talk to me, so that's why I had to temporarily shut off my audio and feed.
Yeah. And like I'm like, cool. I'll come in. I'll vamp with Billy, and then you were immediately muted. I'm like, oh, I'm vamping by myself. All right.
Sorry about that. And also, I agree. That Sonic teaser looks weird.
Yes, it does. His arms are blue. He doesn't have gloves. It just looks. Why? Why?
Mario, it's the Super Mario Brothers movie all over again.
But it's not. it's like
it's weirder.
It's like I feel like it's gonna be some sort of weird adaptation of the first season of Sonic X. Is the way that the plot essentially feels to me, based on the synopsis. It's like the first season of Sonic X versus mixed with the first Smurfs movie.
They're gonna do anything. Do Sonic Sat AM.
I mean, they can't do Sat AM set in the real world. That doesn't quite make as much sense.
That's why it shouldn't be in the